Yo, we back
Yo.
with Fiasco. The saga of the workers on Giant Battle Planet. Yeah, so who has a scene they want to start us out with? Anyone?
Do we not just start with... I don't remember how we picked last time.
I mean, I think I don't know if we have to start the same way that we did the dice.
Let's roll for it.
Well,
the
Caleb,
main thing
you
is,
started
like-
last time just because none of us knew how to really.
That's right.
That's
do
what
it.
I did last time. Like, and for me, I guess it's just that I don't really know. Like, I don't have necessarily a good idea for a scene. So I'm just curious if anyone else does. Oh, I guess. Well, there we go. So wait a second. What I'll do is I'll start because that was the way the dice went originally, and then I'm going to say I am going to resolve. So you guys establish. There you go. That's how the game works.
Okay.
Oh, who's playing who?
Well,
I don't know,
we
it's up
said
to you
it.
guys.
Oh, that's right. We said
It
it.
just Caleb has to be in it, or Solus Bane has to be in it.
I
I'm not
kind of was thinking. Actually, I was about to suggest it before you said anything, Caleb. I think it should start off with the 2 security guards, because obviously it's kind of one of the areas this was. So I say the 2 security guards are started off with names. With Chad being really great. Maybe Chad getting congratulated for doing a great job, and Alyssa's being like really just annoyed by it.
So
Have like a little like award ceremony or something.
Not even like award ceremony, just like you're called into the office, kind of like
you get
in
the
the
employee of the month award or whatever, right?
And it's been me for like the past like 8 months, but they still give me another certificate anyway.
Right. So, but we have to keep in mind, I do have to be the like highlight character of the scene.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But you're the one who's getting
how about all the managers
Oh.
have to be there? It's like a manager's thing, and then everybody brings their employee of the month.
Right.
And it's
Okay.
just like a little like snacky kind
Uh-huh.
of celebration where you can like go get a cookie.
Sure. Okay.
So who are we all playing?
Well, then am I not there since I'm not included in the ceremony?
Maybe you're not. Maybe she's not.
Yeah,
right?
maybe
Like,
not.
I mean, it's up to you guys who plays who. I actually play myself, and that sounds like Emily's gonna play Chad. But
I'm gonna play Chad.
oh! What
Somebody
if
needs to be the security manager.
no? What if I bring Xardus as employee of the month, but he definitely doesn't deserve it.
Oh yeah.
You both get employee of the month, and I'm just like, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Alyssa, I guess you can be the manager of the security department.
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay.
Cool. All right. So I guess maybe we start with me and Xardus in an elevator, a space elevator, going going up to like whatever the floor this is on. And like we start obviously with us like getting onto this elevator, and then the elevator music starts playing, and it's just really awkward because we aren't saying anything, right? We're just standing there. And you see me just kind of like hold my hands clasped in front of my myself, just kind of like rocking back and forth, just kind of like whistling along with the music, kind of glancing every once in a while at Xardus. I wanted to just congratulate you on another month of fine work, Xardus, Mr. Blotch.
Thanks, sir, I guess.
Thanks, sir, I guess. Right.
How often, here's my question, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
How well do the two of us even know each other?
I think that I act like your father, even though I'm definitely not. Like all the time, I'm just always trying to get into your business. I'm asking you like how you're doing, like all the time. I'm just like, but I don't know if I mean, it's up to you how you are responding to me, but like I'm like being very overbearing all the time, like getting in your business.
I'm probably kind of like just backing off. I was like, I don't even really want to be here. I just need a job. All these people here are idiots, especially my boss. Doesn't know anything about computers. Should I play this as Roy, Emily?
You can.
I'm gonna play this Roy. He doesn't know anything about computers. It's actually no, because that's a Toity voice. That's actually
that was definitely Toity.
It's the same accent though. That's why.
Yeah.
It's where I get it from. It's my reference. So I won't do that. Like, okay, so thanks, sir. Oh, keep dropping popcorn. I'm just kind of like slowly leaning myself like to the edge of the elevator.
Yeah, and I take a step forward, like towards you. I was like, so I kind of like put my arm around your on your shoulder, and I'm just like, so I hear that you're dating that chick from crap, what's another area of work in this place? From sales.
Well, I don't know if I call.
They sell custom laser rifles. I guess I don't know.
Well, they sell the
Oh yeah,
the tickets.
Yeah, right. From the ticket booth. Here you're dating that chick from the ticket booth.
Well, I don't know if exactly you'd call it a date. She kind of let's just say there's a court summons. It wasn't my fault. Let's just say there was a misunderstanding and I may have broken.
Now listen, Mr. Blotch. You have to be very careful in this day and age. You got to make sure that you are you're respecting the people that you're going on dates with, making sure that you treat the lady right, and you're treating the ladies right, Mr. Blotch? And I kind of like twist your shoulder a little bit.
And I would feel right about now you would get to the floor.
Sure.
And the door would open right.
Yeah, the door would open. Yeah.
And I'm just like, go on. Who's in front of the door?
Mr. Bane, good to see you, sir.
Yes, absolutely. Mr. Shan.
Kyle Shan.
Yes.
Kyle.
No. We got to keep it professional here. This is the manager meeting after all. So I think Lord Doomicus himself is going to be
here. I have brought my finest employee here, Chad.
Chad. Yes, I have heard very great things about you, young man. And I come up and like shake your hand.
I just do a nice strong grip.
Yeah, and I grip back.
I kind of try to avert my eyes and look away, like.
Hello, Mr. Bane. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet me. Nice to meet you. So Chad, one of these days you want to go, I don't know, grab a beer, play some space golf?
Oh, wow. Mr. Bane, that sounds wonderful. I'd love that.
Well, I would as well. And this is my greatest employee, Mr. Blatch. He has a remarkable record.
It's Xardus. Me and Zard go way back.
It's the Zard dog.
Hi, Chad.
I do a big slap on his back that probably hurts him a little bit.
It's the nerd and the jock who ended up working at the same place, and they knew each other in high school. This is perfect.
I guess you're keeping up the good work, Zard. If Mr. Bane brought you here.
You could say that.
Yes.
I keep going to a Roy voice.
Mr. Blotch has an impeccable record. He has fixed many a mistake that has been, many a technical difficulty on our laser tag paraphernalia, as you will. Anyway, wow. Mr. Shan, I think we should be moving along. Doomicus waits for no man.
Yes, that is true, sir.
Oh, sweet. I think I see some protein cookies over there.
Yes, nothing but the best for these meetings.
Meetings, protein cookies.
Have to keep our employees in tip-top physical condition. That's the Doomicus way.
That is the Doomicus way. Mr. Bane, let's be moving along now to the meeting.
Yes.
I quickly walk past Chad, trying to get away from him before I'm alone with him.
And I just see like some protein cookies. I guess there's also like some like cheese and crackers, but then some like light like slices of like meat to put on the crackers with the cheese. And I'm just kind of
Did
like,
anyone else hear that?
Yeah, I think you glitched out for a little bit, Emily.
You said the cheese
You
about
said
6
cheese.
times, and it's kind of creeped me out a
Oh.
little bit. I just kept repeating the same line.
I was like,
with the cheese, with the cheese.
I thought it was just she really liked cheese. Or you really like cheese.
wait, what did you guys hear?
We
Nothing
heard
past the cheese.
some slices of meat with the cheese, with the cheese, with the cheese, with the cheese, with the cheese.
Yeah, so I don't grab any cheese or crackers. I
Okay.
just have a lot of meat that I'm snacking on.
Yeah, and I look over at you, Blatch, and I'm watching you very carefully. What do you go and get, like, for the orders?
I'm just kind of wandering around. I'm a tech guy. I'm an IT guy. I'm not paid to talk to people. Well, actually, technically I am.
Just not right now. You're not being paid to talk to people.
Okay. To give some context, which where I was going with that, but now that you've seen IT Crowd except for Emily, Roy's the kind of person who, in IT Crowd, who tries to like flirt with the people in the floors, but is really bad at it and usually gets up getting like beat up in some cases, which is what I was trying to get across, not the way I worded it.
Sure.
So he's like slinking around trying to like watching to try and make sure that he doesn't see anyone who has who he's messed something up with.
Right. Yeah, so I think I go and grab like a whole bunch of salami on like a napkin, a space napkin, and put it all.
Your difference?
Space
One of them's a
napkins are
space-
cooler, Alyssa. They have little like designs and like they float. Anyway.
Okay.
I put a bunch of salami on a space napkin, and I like go over to you, Xardus, and I just like hand it to you, like put the napkin in your hand, and then like close your hand around it, and I'm just like, listen, you need to get your meat. Do you see Chad over there? He's packing in the pounds. You need to get that protein.
You see me when you say see Chad over there. Somebody came up to approach me to talk to me, and I still had a bunch of like meat left in my hand, so I shoved it all in my mouth, wiped my hand on my pants, and went to shake the person's hand.
Yep.
While I'm
Well, I like slowly bring the salami to my like take a bite, like a small bite.
Good, Xardus. Good.
Now, as she walks away, I kind of look at it like.
I don't walk away.
Oh, you don't walk away? Oh, okay.
No.
Oh,
Just choking on some
Caleb's
cereal. I like lean in closer, put my arm around you again. I kind of like point, and I'm like, "See, there you go. That's the chick from the ticket booth. Are you gonna go talk to her?
I don't think she wants to talk to me.
Are you sure? Well, wait a second. So you need to go apologize. Is what you need to do, young man. I mean, Mr. Blatch.
Okay.
No employee of mine is going to act that way to a lady and not apologize. I don't know what you did, but there was a court summons involved, so it couldn't be good.
Okay, who's playing the late? Are we bothering
I
with
guess
us?
I will, since I mean the manager's kind of.
I walk over. I'm like, hi. What's the lady's name? What's the space name?
What's the space name?
Felicia.
Felicia. I thought it was by Felicia.
Exactly.
Hello, Felicia.
What do you want?
Yeah, about the other day. I know it was weird when you found me underneath your desk, but it wasn't what it looked like at all. You see,
Oh, what was I supposed to think? You were underneath my desk and I was wearing a dress that day.
what happened was
Pervert.
Yep, we're in an anime now. I knew it was coming.
no, this is something that happened in the IT crowd.
Right.
I was like, Seth is blatantly stealing.
Oh yes, I am blatantly stealing from the IT crowd.
And as
Watch it, it's great.
as Felicia slaps you, I come over and I'm like, "Oh, Felicia, you know Zan too?"
No.
Oh,
It's Xardus, not Zan.
oh, Zard. Sorry. Oh, that doesn't sound very good. Well, Felicia, are we still on to get dinner later in the week?
I lock him. Seth. How do you say your character's name?
Xardus.
Xardus. I look Xardus dead in the eye. I say, yes, we are.
I just kind of sink into myself and put my head down and slowly turn around.
I walk over, like, actually, like, in the middle of this conversation. I put my arm around you again. I'm like, I'm so sorry.
It's like right as I like, oh, I was expecting you to like pull me back. So right as I turn around and leave, you pull me back.
I mean, yeah, if you're leaving, then I go with you, and I'm just like, tough luck, kid. Tough luck.
Yeah,
There's always other fish in the sea, in the space sea. There's always more space fish in the space sea. There's always more space fish in the vast void of space.
Okay, sir, I get the point, sir.
Sorry, I'm not good with metaphors.
So
Solus Bane is like a really tall, like Caucasian guy with like dark black hair and like a dark black business suit. He looks like the peak of neatness and like order. Yeah, he has a nicely trimmed beard.
Xardus looks like Roy from the IT crowd. Give me a second.
Chad looks like Chad from The Bachelor.
Oh my god.
Alyssa.
That's exactly who I was thinking of.
That's why I named him Chad and ate a handful of meats that were put out. Except I'm way nicer and dumber. Everybody hates me, but I don't get it because like I'm nice. It's just I'm really good at everything without trying.
I look like Luna from Sailor Moon, but her human form, but with silver hair. Long silver hair.
Yeah. So I guess the meat.
I think Caleb needs to stop eating cereal.
I think I do. It's so good though.
The taste of death.
It's so delicious. The taste of death. I think like the meeting probably like continues on, progresses, and I think Lord Doomicus comes in the room. And like he, I'm sure like he just like walks up, right, and he's not gonna. Okay, so let's say this straight. Is Lord Doomicus the type of person, the type of boss who's going to like get up in front and like give a speech to everybody?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna randomly play Lord Doomicus in this instance right now, and so he gets up. He obviously looks like just a cheap knockoff of Darth Vader, and he gets up and he's wearing the this black armor, and he says, well, it's nice to see so many shining faces on this momentous occasion where we and then he like looks at his notes. He looks at like these note cards and kind of like.
Does he have a mask on? Does he have like a space
yes, he has a
mask?
yeah, of course, yeah. He's Darth Vader basically.
Space mask.
It's cooler if it's a space mask.
Yeah, and he says, to honor our best employees on Giant Battle Planet. Given that this is our 10th annual year, 10th year of give me a second, and he like puts another note card over. Given that this is our 10th year at Giant Battle Planet Incorporated, I would like to just give a warm thank you to everyone who made my dream possible, and that kids from around the galaxy could enjoy laser tag like no other kid had ever before. And like you look up, like the camera pans up, and we see that that's actually the tagline: "Playing laser tag like no kid has ever had before." And it's like just this really weird, awkward motto. And it's like under the logo, like right above him on this banner. And he says, "I'd like to give a nice round of applause to our first manager who's going to present their Employee of the Month, Kyle Shan. Let's give a nice round of applause for Kyle. Thanks.
I like overly clap for for Doomicus.
Mhm.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my deep honor and privilege to announce for the 9th time in a row, Chad from security as our employee.
Okay, I walk up. I kind of like waving as I go up, and I guess I go to like shake your hand, and my hand smells of meat. And it's a little creepy.
Like shake it, I kind of like feel it, and like, but I just kind of like ignore it. I'm like, okay,
It's fine. It's just Chad. It's okay. And I take like, I guess would it be just like a little certificate or something?
yeah. We kind of like smile and pose.
And yeah, we have to have the pose, and I have it in my hand, and then I like switch it to my other hand, and you can see fingerprints where my greasy hand was. And then this seems like the kind of thing where like you're not supposed to give a speech, but I walk up to the microphone anyway because I'm the first person.
Right.
Even though I've done this a
And
lot
so
before.
like the next person, like the ticket booth lady, is already like on her way up, like, and her manager, but you just get to the microphone.
Yeah. I'd just like to say thank you to everyone. Big shout out to Lord D for being here.
You're too kind.
Stay safe, everyone. And I walk up.
I kind of like, okay, and
Yeah, and so like it continues, and I think like we get all the different departments and stuff, but then I walk up. Do you walk up like right behind me, Xardus, or
You probably still have your hand around over my shoulder.
Right, so I just like lead you up. Yeah,
I'm still standing there with like the salami in my hand. I haven't taken a bite out of it since.
Yeah. So yeah, I get up to the microphone and I'm like, well, since it is my 10th year here at I've been here as long as the company has. I was one of the the first people with Lord D to make this company come to life. And like I'm totally exaggerating because I was literally a security guard in my first year here. Along with my wife, but I'm like talking up like this whole what I did for the company or whatever, but then I say, and I just like to first thank everyone here for making my position here possible. I thank you all very much that I can, and I kind of like start to get choked up, that I can give my time and energy back to the little ones, the little people who need a helping hand, whether they be the kids.
You hear me in the crowd just going,
yeah,
like blowing my nose, like.
Whether they be the darling children who play in our facility, or people like Mr. Blotch here, who need a little bit of a
I'm still standing there, dead face.
Need a little bit of guidance in the workforce, and so. For the 7th month in a row, I'm here to present Mr. Xardus Blotch with the Employee of the Month award.
And I'm sitting here knowing the only reason it's been 7 months in a row is because I've been the only employee for the last 7 months.
Oh no.
It's like we've been downsized and everything.
So curious about like Emily and Alyssa, you guys are like playing the crowd in this moment. Like how is the crowd reacting to this? Are there like murmurs and stuff about like this, since apparently it's literally just him and me that are the IT department?
Now it's kind of like accepted because it's the 7th month in a row that this has happened, and everyone, like especially all the managers, are very aware that no new hires have happened in the past 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody who's new to like the awards from the other departments are kind of like a little confused because they also know that it's the only person. So like they're like, what is going on? The managers kind of have accepted it by now, I would think. Chad doesn't think anything of it.
yeah, I would say like at least my man, like Kyle, is probably like tearing up, like so beautiful.
Yeah, Chad just also hasn't put together that like he's the only one in the IT department. If he calls IT, he always talks to Xardus. Like it doesn't confused that like he's the only one there. Plus, he just thinks Xardus like is his friend.
I thought. Wait,
wants to talk to him.
I thought you were the one frustrated with me.
I will be.
Okay.
I
thought that was a step already.
I'm frustrated when I have issues, but then afterwards, I'm a pretty amiable guy.
Everyone just hates you because you're the best at everything, and you can't help it.
Everything except for brains.
Yeah, but you don't need brains to work in security or other. Most of probably the positions in this company. Yeah, so I just give you the award, which is like a giant computer, like computer trophy, not like an actual computer, like a computer.
I thought they were just like pieces of paper.
Oh, okay. So what if they are? Yeah, so you guys get certificates, but I went all out and I got you a trophy.
I was looking like I look at this.
You've gotten six other of these.
I have this salami in my hand, like.
Yeah, I just kind of like shove it under in the crook of your arm, right? Yeah.
I put like the salami in the computer, like it has a little place I can just put the salami and I hold that. I'm like,
I mean, yeah, you can put it in the disk drive, yeah. Yeah, and I like clap you in the back, and I'm like, you done me proud, son.
Slap me in the back. The salami falls off. Salami tumbles to the ground.
You done me proud, son. Employee Mr. Blotch.
Thank you, sir. And just kind of start walking off the stage.
And I like stand up there awkwardly for a little bit, and then I realize that I'm done. I'm like, oh, Mr. D, it's all you. Like, go off stage. Is that where we end the scene? You think?
It's up to you. You resolve.
You're the one who resolves.
Oh, that's true. You're right. So I think the party continues a little bit, but we get a little bit of a scene here, Seth, where Xardus like embarrasses himself and by proxy me, right? And that's kind of how this resolved. I wanted this to be a bad ending for me, like where like your entire demeanor throughout this party is like making me look bad. And so what's the thing you do like towards the end of the party that like just makes you look like a complete klutz and like, yeah.
Okay. I'll make special. I go up to you. I'll say probably what happens is you try and get me to apologize to the ticket sales lady again. Mm-hmm. Trying to explain, because what happens with the IT crowd is he goes to like fix someone's computer. It's just unplugged. So he crawls underneath the desk, plugs it in, turns around, and the lady shows up and sits down at her desk. And he goes to turn around, and then the person comes on the other side of this, so he's literally just stuck there for hours. And so like she finds him there, so he's like trying to explain it, and as he's trying to explain it, see like Chad bumps into him from the back, and he like falls on top of her.
Perfect. Yeah, the classic other anime trope where
you
accidentally fall on top of the lady. Yeah, and maybe put your hand somewhere where it shouldn't be, on accident, because anime. Oh, anime.
I tried to keep it nondescript. You had to take it there, Caleb.
Yeah, no, I did because anime. No, but yeah, like obviously it's like super awkward for everybody, and it's like the classic thing where she slaps you again, calls you a pervert, and then like I come over and I drag you off by the arm, and I like have a conversation with you. I'm like, Mr. Blotch, what did I say in the elevator? You're supposed to treat a lady right. That does not involve harassing her.
I didn't want to talk to her to begin with. You're the one who made me.
I told you that you should apologize. And what did you do? You dumped salami on her and then fell on top of her.
That sounds like a euphemism.
Shut up, Seth. No.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna sit there. I'm completely and totally red-faced. Like, can I just go back to my desk now?
The party isn't over. But yes,
Good.
you can go back to your desk because you're embarrassing me too much. So just leave right now.
And I storm off.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So that's a bad ending for me.
It's also a bad ending for me if we're doing 2 dice.
Well, maybe. So I'm gonna give one of these to Chad and one of these to Xardus.
What did Chad do to deserve a black
Nothing.
die?
No, like black dice aren't bad. Remember, it's just having mixed colors is bad.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, that's my scene.
My scene then.
You can
next.
establish or resolve.
I think I'll establish probably. I'll say we cut back to. We cut back to. I don't know. It's probably not right after because everyone else is probably still at the party, and I literally have nothing else to do. So I'll say it's the next day, and it is. Here we go. Chad and Luna have called me in for some IT problem they're having.
Okay.
And Caleb.
You technically don't have to cast me as anyone.
We can save you. We can put you in reserves because I can't think of what.
Yeah, no, sure. And if there's another person that needs to jump in, I'll just
Okay.
become that person.
So say you call you. So you call me, I answer the phone, and since I'm playing this IT crowd way, I'll just answer like, "Hello, IT. Have you tried turning it off and on again?"
Zard! No,
Oh.
I haven't. Do I need to do that?
It'd be helpful.
But I don't. Why? Because if I need it on to have it work, so why do I turn it off?
I swipe the phone away from Chad. I say, Mr. Xardus, we need you to come down here immediately. We're having an IT problem.
I sigh, look at the comic book I was just reading, like, okay, give me a few minutes. I put it down.
Of note,
Yeah.
it was a space comic book.
Yes, it was a space comic book.
So I look over from my desk, Solus Bane does, and I'm like, have my feet up on my desk, and I'm also reading a space comic book. I'll like just give you a thumbs up, and I'm like, go knock him dead, Tiger.
Just like sigh, put my head down and walk up to where you guys work. Where? Oops, I looked at the wrong thing.
Storage cage.
We work at the storage cage for the laser tool rental.
So I walk up. I'm just kind of slumped over, like, what did you guys do this time?
What
I
I do,
don't
what did
know.
Chad do, you mean?
What happened?
I don't know. I was doing the normal things for the laser rental stuff, and then one like caught fire a little bit, and now nothing's
Caught
working.
fire?
Don't know why.
Well, probably because it's on fire.
I mean, it's not on fire now. I put the fire out.
How?
How everyone puts space fires out.
Throwing it out the airlock?
I mean, there's no oxygen out the
No.
airlock, so
Unfortunately, no. So now there's a bunch of burn marks on this thing, and it won't work again. We need it to get fixed immediately.
I look at him like, what exactly were you doing with this before it broke?
The normal thing that we do when we're putting away the laser guns. And I show this like really aggressive way of like kind of smashing it against the wall, trying to get it in the harness.
And like, I'm kind of like, no. You're,
I'm just like rubbing my temples. Like,
and
Why
I
are you
just-
blaming me for this? It's a technology that's not working. I don't understand.
as he was doing that, I just looked at you and go,
And I'm just like,
every single day, every day.
Chad, if you do something like that, you're going to break the fluid capacitors and they're going to catch fire.
the fluid capacitors.
I just made something up, man.
It's great.
I just grab him like, look what you're doing. I show him like there's a crack on the side. It's like, this is what happens when you're doing this.
I don't Zard. You just need to fix our problem. I don't get it.
I'm not. Well, I'm just like just watch. I like slowly lift it up and I just like turn it slightly at a different angle and slide it right in. That's all you need to do.
Okay, but why is nothing else working still?
I thought it was just this that wasn't working. What? I put it down. What else happened?
And you look around and like everything has burn marks and scorch marks everywhere.
How often
it's not charging anything.
That's because it charges through the fluid capacitors and you're.
I don't know what that is.
Gosh. Oh, I'm like. Give me
Am
a
I
second.
supposed to be drinking?
I like
from that?
lean in and whisper to Xardus. I'm like, this is what I have to deal with every single day.
Okay, I'll get on the. I was like, give me a second. I'm gonna step out of the room. I pull out my space phone, and I call Caleb. I'm like,
Who do you call? Wait, who do you call?
I call Solus. Solus, I call him like, hey Solus, we have a problem.
Hello, Seth? No. Sorry. Yeah, so
Hello, Space Seth?
just put space in front of anything. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and so I think I okay, so you hear hello?
Hi Solus, it's me.
Hello?
Solus?
Hello?
Solus, are you on mute again?
I think I pressed something. And like it's me just like fiddling with it like an old man, like trying to figure out like what is not
The
working.
manager of Space IT.
Yeah.
He's playing Jen.
And I finally hit the unmute, and I'm like, oh my goodness, I can't get this to work. What?
Solus.
Oh,
Are you there?
oh, I can hear you. Who is this? Miss
It's
Blotch?
me. It's me,
Oh.
Xardus.
Okay.
Can
you speak up? You're a little quiet.
We have a problem down here in the storage cage.
Okay. What's the issue?
I'm just gonna cite. Chad has been a bit rough with the equipment and has broken a whole lot of fluid capacitors.
Oh, not the. And I look at like the wall, and then like I see like this. Like I don't know. I'm flipping through an instruction manual. Is what I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, not the fluid capacitors. Those are important for the charging mechanisms of the rifles.
Yes, charging and storage of power, and
Right.
And so they're a lot of them are broken right now, and those are about 50 space dollars a pop. 50 credits. We'll go credits.
Mm-hmm. You do know that Lord Doomicus runs a very tight ship here.
Yeah.
I have to get that approved, and it might not be easy.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna start whispering. And their employee of the month is the one who's the employee of the month of security is the one who keeps doing it.
Well, I always told Kyle that kid was no good. I'm just shaking my head like I don't.
So if you could talk to Lord Doomicus about this, I think we have some. I think we have some fluid capacitors still in stock, and I might be able to fix some of the less damaged ones. But this is gonna be an interesting week.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can get to on the status of the fluid capacitors, which are important for the charging of the laser rifles and the storage of power. No problem. And then I like click, like I start typing in numbers, and I'm still on the line.
I'm still here, sir.
Oh, Lord Doomicus, you're there? What?
No, it's.
Oh, it's still
I'm
you.
thinking for a second. I'm like, oh, no.
You thought for one moment maybe I could just impersonate Doomicus.
But I decided not to because that wouldn't end well. I'm like, no, sir, it's me, Xardus.
Oh,
You need to hang up the phone call.
do I?
Actually, I'll hang up. I'll see you soon. I hang up.
oh wait. I was gonna ask him if he knew Lord Doomicus's number. Then it cuts away from me and goes back to you guys.
So I look at him. I was like, okay, I need to bring these down for repairs. And so I start grabbing them. I grab like the cart for transportation. I'm like, this is how you put them on, Chad. You need to just line them up and they slide right.
Sorry, do you want me to help you? And I grab like 5 and I just have them on my shoulders and I'm about to like put them on.
I just said, no, let me do it. You guys have important security things to do, don't you?
You know what, Chad, why don't you go over there and secure the area while Mr. Blanche and I...
Oh, you're right. Neither of us are over there. Could be unsecure. And I throw the 5 rifles on the cart.
And like,
It could be unsecure.
I take them and do exactly what you were teaching her to do, like perfectly, because I do that like every single time. And I just like start like putting things away, and I go.
Normally, she doesn't let me touch the space rifles, but I snuck past her today.
How often does this happen? How?
At least once a week.
How many weeks has this been going?
I try not to let him get past me, but sometimes he does, and he's the favorite of our boss, and our boss
leaves it hanging.
Just doesn't do anything about it.
I understand the feeling.
So, Mr. Blanche, how are you?
Well, not too great, right?
How's your love life?
I think I kind of reached the scar where I got slapped by her the other day.
There's a scar?
Well, no, like not scar, but like where she like
the
she
red
slapped
mark
me.
still, yeah.
I got like a cut across the face. I'm like, better than last month, I guess.
well, that's good. You never know what could happen. Maybe you'll get married and have children, and your parents, wherever they are, will be very lucky to have grandchildren. And,
as you start saying that, it's like oh, I'm gonna go.
Oh, you're not gonna stay and help me put the guns back the way they should be?
I need to fix these ones first. Bye. Walk away.
You're so good at your job. You're so good at your job. Just go do you. Tell my husband hello.
Okay. I walk away, just like slowly walk away faster and start just pushing and getting out. And actually, yeah, I don't get to resolve this, so. I set up the scene so I don't resolve.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of. I don't know if there's a good outcome yet, per se. Well, what do we think? Like, how do we think the rest of this goes? Right, like me trying to get the laser rifle like repair stuff from Doomicus and like making sure all that gets fixed. Does that go through fine, or does it like? Are there problems?
I would say there's
should there? Yeah.
I mean, that's quite a lot of money. That's basically been, burned.
Burned up. Yeah.
Really.
Yeah, and like the
put on
information
space fire.
came from Xardus that you needed the money for repairs. So I feel like that could look badly on him. If he
I didn't exactly have a good thing in public earlier than
right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so maybe we get the repairs, obviously, but like we know that Lord Doomicus himself, like I mentioned this to you when you get back. I was like, oh, Lord Doomicus was not happy about this. You're gonna have to go have a meeting with him tomorrow. He wants to discuss your performance, I guess. And I clap you on the shoulder. I'm like, don't worry, I'm sure it's fine.
I'm gonna go have me. I'm gonna lie down, and I just like lay down on the floor, like.
Yes, I think that's a bad outcome for you.
Uh-huh.
So you get 2 black dice, and you can give them to whoever you want.
Let's see. Oh, that's right. I got a black dice last time.
Mm-hmm. So you could give.
Yep.
You can't give yourself dice, but yeah.
Hmm.
But if you want to be nice to Chad, you can give them more black dice.
Let's share the love. Let's give everyone has a black dice.
Okay, all right.
Oh, no.
Well, that's not good because.
That's not good. That's not good for anyone.
But if it's not good for anyone, it's good for everyone.
It's just
Not in
the
this
same
game.
for everybody. It's
Oh.
it's like communism, right? Like nobody gets rich, but everybody just gets equally poor.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah. So that's you. Establish a result.
I would like to set the scene, and I want it to be like the reviews with Lord Doomicus, because he wants to hear kind of like the whole situation that went down, and he heard that Chad was there because he's the security guy, and also like
Mhm.
just wants to have a chat with Chad because Chad's
Right.
real
I mean, Chad's awesome, right? Who wouldn't want to have
Yeah,
a chat with
so-
Chad?
Right, so I'm there, and Xardus is there, and then Lord Doomicus is there, and does anybody want to play Lord Doomicus?
I'll play Lord Doomicus. I like playing Lord Doomicus. Wait, am I there? I'm not
Okay.
there, right? Yeah, Soulless Bane.
No,
is
no,
there,
no.
yeah.
It's me and Xardus and Lord Doomicus. Well, he might.
I don't think I'm there.
Would Luna
'Cause-
be there? Because I'm technically securing the area too. I mean, he knows that you were involved.
Well, Chad's name came up in the conversation that Xardus had with Solus, so then he would have said just Chad's name.
What if, Alyssa, you're playing Lord Doomicus's personal assistant?
You can be like taking notes.
Right,
and stuff,
exactly.
too.
Right, you're taking the minutes of the meeting.
Yeah, yeah, and also like letting us in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so I get there first because Lord Doomicus tells me a time that's like 10 minutes earlier than Xardus is supposed to get there, so we can get in a little bit of chatting first,
Hmm.
and he just kind of wants to get my side of the story before Xardus comes. And
I'm soon.
You get there 10 minutes before or after he says to get there?
I get there when Lord Doomicus told me to, but I got a time earlier than Xardus.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Punctuality. Lord Doomicus will be very pleased. Come on in, chat.
Perfect.
Good to see you again. It was nice having dinner the other night.
Thank you, Chad. I had a great night myself.
Did you get the flowers I sent to your desk?
They were so lovely.
Good.
Yes, now come this way. Come on. Let's go. I want to do that. Or Mr. Blanches.
Yes.
Oh, I was gonna say I was probably already there. I was probably sitting there just like,
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, you're not getting taken back yet.
And yeah, Mr. Blanche, you can come back as well. I showed him back to his chambers where
yeah, and you.
kind of like a throne room kind of thing.
So I think
where
you
he
guys
has, like,
opened the
a desk
door.
that, like raises up.
Yeah, okay, that's what it is. Yeah, so you open the door and there's nothing. It's a blank room. There's nothing in it, and then suddenly you hear this like incredibly like militaristic sounding like brass and drums like march start playing, and then it maybe sounds a little bit something like dun, 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 and then
And I'm like, oh, sweet.
and then the floor opens up and like this throne just like rises out of the ground and then
Dude, it gets me every time.
yeah, and like it's really drawn out and like it takes forever for the thing to like get fully up, and then
stalls halfway through.
yeah, it stalls halfway through and then
I like go over to like try to like fix it real quick. It didn't happen before.
okay, and then yeah, dun 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 dun. Man, it is so hot down there. I can't believe I do this every time. Who thought it was a good idea, Liz?
You did, sir.
Right. Well, I now decided it's not a good idea. Write that down.
Not a good idea.
At the very least, we need to get some chilling down there. A nice breeze. A space breeze.
We can open up a nice, maybe a kind of window or.
Yes,
AC
open
or-
a window to the void of space.
Hey, it's cold out there.
We'll let it a nice breeze. It will
Right, sir.
chill.
We'll get AC installed down there.
Right. Perfect. So you may be wondering why I called you here, Mr. Blush.
I mean, I wasn't that surprised. I was just surprised to see Zard was here too. Are we all like getting beers and hanging out together?
While I would very much like for us, you and me, Chad, to get beers and hang out, unfortunately we have urgent matters to attend to.
Whoa,
It
man.
seems
what is
to
it?
me there was an incident the other day involving space laser rifles and space fires. Explain yourselves.
Well, I'm kind of starting like nervous, like, because it's like the big guy, and I was hoping that being the only IT guy would mean I'd get like a promotion or a raise, but it's really just been the same thing. So now I'm like, I really don't want to screw this up. Like, well, you see, sir,
I interrupt and I go, so I was just securing everything and I was just trying to help out Luna because I know she works really hard.
She does
And-
work very hard, that is true.
Like, I think I just thought I was gonna help her out a little bit because she never lets me put away the.
We
the
all know
space
how
laser
helpful you are, Chad.
Thanks, Lizzie. So I was just putting them away, and suddenly one caught on fire. So I got the space fire extinguisher, of course.
Of course,
I
we have those at every single building. In
Right,
every
just
room.
tried it with this
Per
I didn't
code, per
sprinklers
space
going
code.
on. Yeah, if the
That's a
space
great
sprinklers
idea.
went on, it would have ruined my hair. So
And
I
you have very nice
fire.
hair indeed, Chad.
Thanks, Lord Doomicus. I appreciate that.
Always here to boost the morale of the troops, as it were.
So I did that, and then as I was putting the rest of the rifles back, I realized the charging light didn't come on. So I called Zard here to try and fix it.
Well, that is his job.
Well, you see, sir, the laser rifles have on them
Space
what's
laser rifles.
space laser rifles.
I patented that.
TM.
There's a big difference.
Word.
the space laser rifles have on them something that's called a liquid capacitor.
A liquid what?
A
Okay,
liquid.
look, Lord Doomicus, I
A
just want to warn
liquid
you.
caffeinator. Why do we need
You're not
caffeine
supposed
in
to
laser
drink
rifles?
Don't drink the liquid. I've done it before, and I had weird stuff happen to me for the next 3 to 5 days.
3 to 5, eh? Hate it when bad things happen to you for 3 to 5 days.
And 3 to 5 space days are rather long.
It's true. The orbital velocity of this battle planet does make for very long space days.
Yes.
May I continue, please?
I didn't know that you stopped.
Well, you see, these liquid capacitors, while very resilient, can sometimes
Of course they're resilient. I bought them.
they can sometimes be prone to cracking with forceful uses in the wrong areas. And so when Chad here was putting them away, he happened to crack and rupture a few of them in their regards, which can cause lack of charging and fire.
I go ... fire.
Yeah, we see this little note, yeah. Are you
But
taking
Liz, make
space
sure to
notes
write
on this,
space
Liz?
fire.
Oh, I sure am, sir.
Thank you. Space, thank you.
Hey Liz, I like your space pencil. Those space ballpoint pens didn't work out that well.
God, that is so sweet of you to notice. Oh yes, I did switch over to this new pencil.
It looks great with your eyes. Your space eyes.
You two are too cute.
Space eyes.
I'm trying to like keep my professionalism.
Right,
And all the time, like,
But I'm like so flattered.
and Xardus is like, what's happening?
So, Mr. Blotch, can you tell me why you failed to fix these liquid capacitors?
Well,
You had to spend space dollars on this endeavor.
I can fix them, and these are expensive components, and
I don't like that word. I don't like that word, Mr. Blotch. Expensive is not a word that I like to hear. Isn't that right, Liz?
Doesn't want he of all the he has top 5 words, and expensive is not one that he likes.
I think components is another one, actually.
Don't even. I shudder even hearing that.
well,
Components. Ugh.
well, the thing is, I can fix them. I can fix them. The problem is that they keep getting broken after I fix them.
All I hear are excuses, Mr. Blotch. I'm gonna need you to do your job, okay? Chad here is just trying to do his.
But he's making problems.
He's what? He's making problems for you? Aren't you the problem fixer? Isn't that your job? He's just helping you to do your job. If there were no problems, Mr. Blotch, you wouldn't even have a job.
This is
Do
the
you want
episode.
do you want to be fired? Is that what you want? You want no problems to ever happen?
This is an episode of the IT crowd.
I need to watch the show now.
Yeah, I guess I'll go back to my office then.
You do that, Mr. Blotch, and think about the conversation we just had. Chad, stay for beers, please.
Of course, sir.
I just turn around.
Sorry,
and leave.
space beers. And I think that's the end of the scene.
And as the scene fades out, you see me and Lord Doomicus playing some one-on-one space laser tag in his private
His private
laser
arena.
tag room.
Yeah. Yeah, and Liz is like cheering you on from the sidelines.
And I shuffle my way back to the office.
Yeah, it's like really like happy classical music playing as we're like just like going around like shooting each other with lasers, and we're just like, oh, this is so much fun. Yeah, exactly.
And it cuts to me. It's just like quiet, shuffling back to the office.
No, you're in the
The
elevator and it's playing the same music in the elevator, except much more muted. Awesome. Well, I think that was good for Chad.
Yeah, that was a good outcome.
I would say probably, yeah.
Where would you like to put your 2 white dice?
I mean, I'm going to give one to my friend Zard because he's doing his job. And then... shoot. Why does everybody have black dice already? Ugh,
Because I decided to be a
Seth.
butt.
That's why.
I know.
What if someone was gonna get one anyway? So I was like, let's just be fun about it.
Let's see. I'm gonna give it to Luna for trying to blame it on me. Blaming the broken space rifles on me when it clear was just trying to help you. I don't have a reason to give one to Solus Bane.
It's true. Solus Bane hasn't done anything wrong to you.
He hasn't done much.
Yeah. I mean, yep. He's given you amazing romantic advice. That's what he's done. Xardus. Mr. Blotch. Okay, Alyssa. What's your scene? Would you like to establish a resolve?
Okay. I think I would like to. No, I'm gonna put it in your guys' hands. I'm gonna resolve.
I clearly think there needs to be a big family scene in this one where the whole
Mhm,
family's
mhm.
together.
Um,
That's all I got right now.
what if we?
Maybe it's like the end of the day, and I like come to your office.
Right. Yeah. No, that's
I'm
perfect.
fixing all the things,
Uh-huh.
begrudgingly, angrily mumbling under my breath.
And you're just reading some space comics.
Yeah. So I like when you open the door, I frantically just like, and I like change my desktop around, and I'm like pretending to do like really serious work. I'm like, I turn around in my chair. I'm like, oh, hi there, honey. Just doing some real hard IT work here.
I look up from my desk. I'm like, I'm thinking of myself. I'm so sick of this.
What did you say there, Mr. Black?
No,
Did you say you're sick?
No, I said I think that to myself.
Are you coming down with the space flu?
Why are you sick? You should take a day off then if you're sick.
And I think so. Me and Luna come over next to you, or like surrounding you. Like, are you all right? Like, is there something wrong?
It's like
Are you like feeling his head, Luna?
Yeah,
feeling-
I'm just like slowly curling to myself, like I wish I was dead right now. Like thinking to myself, like if I was
Dead?
just,
Oh my gosh, don't die! Please
no,
die.
like I just start thinking to myself, like I wish I was rich so I could not be here.
Mhm. Now listen, how many times have I told you to use antibacterial wipes? All right. You gotta make sure that the germs are not infesting your hands.
Right, as I'm just like told them like during this like I'm trying to fix all these. As I have all the laser rifles on my desk.
Right, but listen, what's more important, your work or your health?
Well, let me put it this way: if I don't fix these, I'm pretty sure Lord Doomicus is going to kill me.
That is actually probably
You
true.
may have a point, yes, son. I mean, employee of the month, Mr. Blotch.
I'm just gonna take it back. Like I'll just like take it because like you, son's like a phrase. That
Right, it's
people
true.
use.
Yeah,
So like whatever.
that was actually literally me messing up that time.
I say, so sweetie, are you ready to go for our date?
Oh yeah, date night. I forgot that was tonight. I mean, of course, I didn't forget. I just kind of like the work. It just got to my brain, and I'm really I'm really looking forward to this.
You know what would be great is if Xardus came with us and took a date, and then we could double date.
You're right. So, have you apologized to that ticket booth lady?
Can we not bring that up again?
Well, wait, Luna. Do you remember that really nice girl from the repair department?
Yes, I totally know who you're talking
Call
about.
her right now, all right?
Yes, I will so call Annie. Annie
Do
will
it.
come over
Call
right away.
Annie.
Annie. I dial like right away. I'm like, Annie, doll. You gotta
Space repairs, this is Annie.
Annie. Annie, honey, it's Luna.
Hey,
Listen.
Luna.
Hi. Hey, listen. So me and my hubby, we are going to have a date tonight, and one of his employee of the month, Xardus. Maybe you've heard of him.
I hope not.
Xardus. Yeah.
Wait.
I think I saw him like a few months ago at the Employee of the Month banquet thing.
Yeah, he's been employee of the month a couple times, and
7.
we were thinking maybe 7. Thank you, sweetie.
You're welcome.
We were thinking maybe you would like it if you and Xardus would like to come on our date with us, and maybe do like a little double date. Annie, come on! I'm not taking no for an answer. You've got to come. We'll pay. We'll take care.
We're
of
going to this, and I like lean in and like speak into the phone like a dad would, and I basically like, listen, we are going to the finest of space cuisine, Space Red Lobster. It is to die for.
It's it in.
Okay, Luna. Okay.
Just give him a shot.
Okay, I'll come, but Luna, it's just because we're friends and I kind of owe you one. And
So I'm
you
already
guys are
going
paying,
over to Xardus right now, like slapping
and
on the back, like this is gonna be
it's
great.
Space Red
Our
Lobster.
employee.
Okay, let me just call Chad real quick and let him know that I can't.
Annie, you're a doll. You're a doll. We
Okay.
call Chad, do what you need to do. Meet us there in about half an hour.
Okay, bye.
And of course, giant battle planet has a space red lobster on it. So
Of course.
like we all live here. We don't just go somewhere else. And so they have to have like restaurants and grocery stores and yeah. Yeah, so I guess we cut to like us like walking into the space red lobster.
And it's like really awkward. I imagine we're probably standing in between the Xardus as we're as we're walking there, like kind of like
Right, like
the overbearing parents.
yeah, exactly.
And I have no clue what's going on. Like, why are these people doing this to me?
Trust me, you're gonna love it. Try the shellfish. I promise the shellfish is to die for.
I'm allergic to shellfish.
I am not even listening to you. I'm like, it's so good. The mollusks are
What a
amazing.
coincidence that we have that in common, that you're allergic to shellfish, and I mean, so am I.
Meantime, he's like
Oh,
trying to shove it in my mouth.
Right. Because of the
Right, sweetie, right?
shellfish.
Shellfish.
Now, come now, Xardus. Don't be shellfish. Join us and get some space red lobster cuisine.
Oh, honey, you're so good with the jokes. You crack me up.
The space puns. I got them.
I start scouting for the bathrooms to see if I need to run.
Okay, and I walk up to the table.
Annie, come have a seat next to Xardus.
You're the Xardicus, the Zard man. He's right here.
Hi,
She's one of
Xardus.
my good friends.
Wait, Emily, what was your character's name again?
Annie.
Annie. Hi, Annie.
Hi. And I grab a space cheddar bay biscuit and start eating it very daintily, so I don't have to make small talk.
So I'm definitely wearing a tuxedo with like a bow tie.
I'm wearing my
slick back
work
hair.
uniform.
I'm still wearing my work stuff too.
Well, I probably would be wearing. Well, I guess if we're going on a date, I probably changed in between work, so I guess I'm probably wearing like a nice dress.
Yeah, so we're like dressed up and they're in their work clothes.
I don't have dress clothes in this.
I mean, yeah.
I just specifically didn't change into dress clothes for this.
So, Annie, how are things going in repairs?
They're good. We just got some liquid capacitors that I'm trying to repair. It's very difficult.
Liquid? Wait a second.
Yes.
And I grab out an instruction manual and like flip through it. And I'm like, liquid capacitors, you say? And I like flip it around and like show Xardus. Liquid capacitors.
Yeah.
Are you picking up what I'm laying down here, Mr. Blotch? Come on. And I like nudge you with the elbow.
It's
Well, yeah, sorry, you probably got a lot of those because of Chad. Unfortunately, he broke
Yeah.
a bunch.
What
Yeah.
did Chad do?
Chad was a little reckless.
Well, you know,
with
Chad is a
her-
really nice man.
I'm
like
sure
he,
he's mean
very,
it.
very nice.
he's very nice.
But he is a little reckless.
But he
with
doesn't
her.
know anything about liquid capacitors. Now
No,
Mr.
not
Blotch
like-
here,
not like-
he
like
knows
one of the-
everything there is to know about liquid capacitors.
As they're both
But
talking, I'm
nothing-
just sinking into my chair, just eating a breadstick, trying to get my mouth as full as possible without choking. So I don't have to say anything.
So Luna, how are you doing?
I would be a lot better if my boss would just acknowledge me a little bit more. But you know, I understand.
That
Chad.
is hard when you work with Chad, because Chad's just so amazing.
Yeah. Chad is a good guy, but not nearly as good as Mr. Blanche over here. He fixes all of our problems, including the stuff that Chad breaks. And He's
Yeah,
just
and
being
then whatever
smart.
they can't fix, they just send to us, and then I fix it.
Well, it's not that we can't. It's just that there's a lot.
There is a lot. Chad did break over 50 of them.
I'm sure that was. Are you sure like that wasn't just like a freak accident or something that happened? I don't think Chad would have done all that.
Any doll, I work with Chad. It was definitely him.
Oh. Well then.
Liquid
Mr.
capacitors.
Wow. So, Mr. Bain, what do you do?
Well, I work in the IT department. I'm the manager of the IT department, and my star employee here, Mr. Blotch. Me and him are like the dynamic duo of IT stuff. We solve crimes, except the crimes are IT problems. And we're like that old space show, the space detectives. What is that called, honey? I forget the name of that.
You mean like a Space SI?
Space SI, perfect. Yes. Like that show, in all of its variations. Space SI Miami, Space SI Neo Tokyo, all that stuff.
Oh yes, we love to.
That makes sense
love to
with
just
the
crawl into bed and just watch those all night long. It's so
Yeah.
Mhm.
The Space SI thing. That makes sense because you're probably the one who like takes off the glasses and makes a really good space pun.
Exactly. That's me, Mr. Souls Bane, right here with the space puns and the glasses. And I like reach into my pocket, pull out some sunglasses, and like put them on. Space swish.
Wow. You gotta keep her here, Luna.
I sure did, and I like grab his arm and shook
Yeah.
him, put my head on his shoulder. Say,
Well, it was a
much
long day.
when we moved here so long ago, for our careers.
10 years.
10 years ago, yeah, it was one of the
Wow,
decisions we
that's
ever
a
made.
long time. And speaking of time, it's really late. It's
It
already
is. You know what time it is when it's late?
Space 7 o'clock.
Space 7 o'clock is the time for space drinks. Waiter.
I don't know. It's really late.
No, Annie,
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
I will not let you leave without treating you to a drink, young lady.
Okay.
Space,
neither will Mr.
space
Blanche,
mimosa, space margarita, space vodka. I don't know what your tastes are.
Mimosa?
I think a space vodka would be a little strong right now.
We could get you a space temple.
Maybe I'll just have like a space sparkling water.
I like you. I like you.
Ever so modest.
I know, right? Isn't
Do
she?
you think, Mr. Blanche? Isn't she
Just-
so kind and modest?
And I was
Isn't
like sitting there with like a whole bunch of bread. And I was like,
you know who else is modest? Mr. Blotch. And you know why? Because he has been employee of the month for 7 months in a row, and he hasn't even mentioned it. He is that humble.
How big is his competition? I didn't realize the
Well-
IT department was bigger than
the IT department is in the process of hiring many faces at the moment.
And 7 months ago there was like, 3 of them, and
Five.
now
There were five.
there were 5.
Five.
Oh, I'm sorry, sweetie.
It's
Thank you
all right.
for-
No, it's
Oh,
fine.
that's a lot of space downsizing.
Space downsizing indeed. We're on lean times for sure.
Space in front of everything.
Yeah. That's the joke. I was hoping that you guys would pick up on that, and that's why I started calling everything. It's so much fun.
Oh, look, it looks like my space sparkling water has come, and I chug the whole thing. Wow, thank you so much for the space drink. I think I'm ready to get...
You're right. It is so late, honey. We should probably get home and let these 2 kids get to know each other a little bit more, don't you think?
I had a
No, we
long...
insist. We're not.
It was a
we're
long-
gonna leave, but I'm ordering 2 more rounds of drinks, and you can. The waiters are gonna let you leave until you finish those. So, honey, you ready to go?
Oh, right. And I was like looking at my phone, like just not
Your
spacing
space
out.
phone?
I was spacing out. No,
On
that's
your
what I say.
space
That's what I
phone.
say. I say, oh, sorry, hi there, honey. I was just spacing out, as I do sometimes.
I
What
hear
a
me
good
groan.
space pun.
And then I put my sunglasses back on. Space puns.
So anyway,
Wow.
the next 2 rounds are on us. You two get more acquainted.
You drink
look, I
all the
really-
sparkling water that you want.
Yeah,
I really
Sparkling
need to
space
get back.
Sparkling space.
Okay,
Space
if
sparkling
you're
water.
gonna leave me alone with him, I might need to switch with space vodka.
Space vodka it is. All right.
Vodka it is.
Sure. All right.
Go on.
Get a little. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna. We're standing now.
I
Where are we
pull
going,
Luna
honey?
down to.
So honey,
I
we're
pull Luna's
we're
ear
home,
down and I say,
we're here for another 2 rounds and get to know each other.
I pull Luna's ear down and I
Right.
say, Luna, you owe me big time.
Space
I
I
baby.
canceled my date with Chad for this.
And I whisper in you and I'm like, oh honey, you've owed me for so much. Even now. And I walk away.
I move to the other side of the table.
I just start like humming really loudly the like Imperial March like as we like walk away. Lord Doomicus is the best. He's the best.
So great, honey. We're so glad. It's so great to be here with our jobs and with our son.
I know, right? That was so cool. It's like we were a real family, but like he didn't know it. But you know, it was still kind of cool.
I know. One of these days, we're gonna have to. He's gonna get married, and then we're gonna have grandchildren.
I can see it now. What we'll do is the first time his grandbaby enters the world, or our grandbaby enters the world, our space grandbaby, sorry, enters the world, we will go up to him and his beautiful wife, maybe Annie over there, and say these words. Xardus, your name is in Xardus. And it will all happen from there. I can just see it now. It's playing out in my mind.
And then we're gonna be a family.
We already are a family, honey. He just doesn't know it yet.
This is becoming more and more dementing. It's like there's no reason for them not to say it. They're like literally just hiding it from
Not
him
really
because.
in the scene.
Oh, actually, no. The scene ends with me and her just sitting there, like awkwardly and quietly at the table.
And there's like three empty glasses that used to hold vodka in them, in front of her.
I drink his 2 drinks too.
It turns like
I drink all the drinks because
I turned to her. I was like,
so you are completely space wasted, is what you're saying?
space.
I'm
Space
wasted.
You're space wasted.
wasted.
So I turned to her like, do you need a ride home?
I walked. It's fine.
Do you need someone to walk with you? It's cold
No,
out.
it's climate controlled in here.
Oh yeah. That's
Also, I
right.
think I'm just. I feel like I might need some security going home, so I'm just gonna call Chad to walk me home.
Okay. I sleep.
I mean, I think that was a good scene for Luna.
Yeah, I think so.
In her mind, it was good.
Mhm.
I
I
just
think it was a good scene for Luna.
All right,
just
so who are you
gotta
gonna give
mention-
those to?
Okay, so wait, basically by giving him a white dice, I'm essentially screwing you over. Is that correct?
And
Correct.
the only person you could give a white dice to right now and it'd be good for them is Seth, because he already has white dice, and the more of one color you have, the better.
Okay, well, Caleb, I'm gonna give you one.
After I was such a good husband, how dare you?
No, because I
You're
want
such
you
a
to
good
get
space
more white
husband.
dice.
No, I don't want white dice. I want all of one color.
Oh, well, I was trying to be helpful. I'm sorry, honey.
It's all right. We'll work on our marital issues later.
And then, and then I guess I'll give one. I'm just gonna give one to Chad.
How dare you?
No.
Wow. This is going to end
How
great.
rude. This is not gonna end well.
So now we all have
Nothing.
Yep. And on that note, let's go ahead and take our second break, and we'll come back. We'll do the tilt, and then we'll do our second round, second act rather, right after we get back.
How are we gonna decide who rolls the tilt?
I don't know. I'll look at the rules again on the
Rock paper scissors for away.
Yeah. All right. We'll be right back.